Photography has many different directions to go to, and one of those is esports. Esports photography is probably one of my favorite things I've learned to do through my 8 to 10 years of doing it. I gained a lot of experience and getting a lot of knowledge, and I hope I can use that knowledge and help you get a good direction into going into esports. First off, my name is Angel. I've been doing photography, like I said, for like 8 or 10 years in esports. I started as doing cosplay photography with my fiance, but I was learning through that time how to be a photographer. Took that knowledge into my first esports gig, which was for $50, one of the locals, and I took pictures. I honestly felt like there was so much growth from then to now. I learned through talking to other photographers, watching a lot of videos on the best platform for teaching, YouTube, the cheapest classes you can get. One of the biggest things I've learned is, well, equipment and how does it matter. Another things I learned, again, was marketing, networking with other people, and of course, gaining experience, how to gain experience in many different avenues I went to find experience to improve myself into esports photography. So, well, let's get to those 3 points. Equipment doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter if you are dealing with hired clients and you're making this into a business. Now, of course, if you don't know much about photography, having expensive equipment is not going to do much for you, but I would say the first thing to do is to learn the basics of photography or learn how esports photography works before you even think about investing into it. I think that is the smartest suggestion I can give you. When I started A6000 and just a 50mm and I think a 30mm too. Not the best equipment for esports photography, but I learned in the field. I was bad, but I learned. And that's the important thing, is to learn it, to understand. So with equipment, what's your starting options? Well, if you have a good budget and you feel confident spending a lot more money into it, getting a really good zoom lens and a very good camera to handle low lighting is gonna be the best bet. Now, of course, brand is very important. You gotta rep your team. You're gonna be Team Sony. Hi. You want to be Team Canon or Team Nikon. It's really, they all have their own strengths and weaknesses. A lot of people will also speak negatively about them. But it's good to hear all the points and try to find out what is best for you. So I would say equipment does matter when you're getting into the career path. And when you're starting, really starting with your budget. Pre-owning and renting equipment is really important. That would be something to show you what you're getting yourself into. That's what renting, of course. And pre-owning, buying ones that have already been used, can save you some money. Maybe $1,000, maybe $200, depending how old the pre-own is. So, experience. How do we get it? Well, there's many different avenues you can go with. For me, if I think about esports, I think about like hype moments or commodity, people having fun. Card game stores are probably a good place to do that. If you're already normally going to a card game store, then I'm sure you can probably bring a camera and take pictures. I wouldn't suggest charging. I would suggest just doing it to get the practice. And there's a fighting game local or maybe a monthly happening near you. It won't cost you too much to just pay for spectator and to go. Or if you are playing, then you can play and then take pictures on the side. Those kind of things will help you kind of see how the field is like. Even if you're doing like other esports, there's still hype moments in them too, and fighting games has plenty of those. Another thing too, for a little more touch and grass moments, theme parks or any type of carnival or festival is also a good place to take pictures too. So those are kind of places you can go to get experience. There's many different options too. A lot of people just like doing it at home, like make people practice going hype, having fun, practice with shutter speeds. With the practice and experience, also keep in mind too, if you have a gap between different events, always relearn basics. I know that sounds crazy. You should already know the basics, but still do it. Keep it refreshed. A good friend told me that, and I kept that with me ever since. Marketing and networking. You want to network with other photographers to get to learn who they are, understand the trade, and you want to talk to event organizers because we want to show you exist. Having a good portfolio in this part really matters, and improving your portfolio throughout these conversations can also be very helpful. So don't be nervous to talk to people. Just be friendly, be nice, and you can see yourself grow with this community of photographers. And also in the events that you want to work in, understanding how things are can also help you as well to improve. Also in marketing, you want to have a website to showcase your stuff, like I said, a portfolio, have a social media presence. Don't have to be a crazy social media person, but at least have your work out there so you can show it. And hopefully that can also bring people to you to hopefully pick up more gigs. Now, if we're just doing this for fun, this part is not really that important, but it also is helpful for you to talk to other photographers as well, to kind of, again, learn the trade and become friends with people that like something you like, photography, or the fighting game you like. Some of these photographers do like fighting games, and they will love to talk about these things too. Of course, not when they're working, they're probably busy. Well, all these great points, I hope it helps you get a good direction to get into esports photography. Now, of course, these are just some points and a little bit of advice. You can take these and take it wherever you want to take it at, because all our journeys are all going to be different. It doesn't have to follow what I went through, but I hope this helps you have a better journey than I did. And this will help you have good direction, and hopefully you'll find a home for yourself. Good dreams and good goals can also be helpful too, to see where you want to be at. For example, for me, one of my biggest things is actually not doing Evo. It'd be great to do Evo, of course, if I ever got that chance, but actually in esports, I'm really just gonna at least hopefully get CEO one day. I live here in Orlando, so it doesn't seem so hard. It just, of course, one of the big things about here in the esports realm, there's a lot of photographers, a lot of great photographers out there that do esports, so it's going to be high competitive, but don't let that be a way to not help other photographers, or don't let that be a way to discourage yourself. Just going to find a way, you're going to find a way, you're going to find a moment, you're going to find opportunity. That's a big thing I want to mention, is that there's going to be a lot of downs, more than ups, unfortunately, but with those downs, you get back up and you keep going. And having those goals and having those dreams to help you improve. Like me, one of my big dreams is actually doing Pokemon Worlds one day. That'll be very great. Or do Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. That would be also amazing for myself. I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, I'm a big Pokemon fan, so one of those would be great for me. So hopefully you have your great ambitions, and don't feel that you need to get there now. It's going to take time. It's going to take time, it's going to take a lot of learning, it's going to take a lot of opportunities. So don't beat yourself up if it takes a bit for you to get where you're at. So take time. So learn, practice, get better. And one thing I will say with the practicing, learn to refresh yourself a lot, if that wasn't mentioned already. So hopefully more videos will come out, and thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot, because this is something I never thought I'd be doing, and here I am doing it. It took a while for me to do this, and I'm happy to be out there and try to help others find their road into esports photography, or any photography really in this kind of genre. So, good shooting.